Could you explain what it's like to live in the middle of a city when there is an alarm and there's bombs and things?
It's when this war started, and all our lives now in Ukraine, you feel this fear all the time.
So, Ina, I know you've told me that you left behind in Odessa your mother and your adorable little cat. What made you decide that you needed to come to the UK?
I know about this opportunity to have this. UK have this refugees program from Ukrainians, and I think, oh, maybe this is my chance to start a new life and live in safe places, because I don't want to live anymore with this fear, and I'm young. I'm want to have a normal life. I know it's a big step for me and for my family, but I know I have only one life, and I want to live this life and live like a normal people, and have a normal life. So, and that's why I'm here now. Marla, why you decide to open your house for refugees?
I decided to open my house for refugees in part because I could. I thought, okay, I have a room, it would be possible for me to do this. Also because I saw everything going on in the Ukraine, and I thought how many people had been uprooted from their homes, that it was just devastating, and that it felt like a personal thing for me, that because my family would have been refugees at some time in my ancestry, like my grandparents went over to America to become safe. It was really important to see if I could do something, that I did do something.
And you did a right thing.
What was it like for you coming to Bath?
You know, I think I fall in love in this city when I saw his in my bus. It's because, yeah, Bath is very beautiful city, and it feel like it can be my new home, because it feels so right for me to be here. And you know, I live here with you like almost 5 months, and every day when I go outside, I'm very glad I'm live here, and I can walk in this beautiful street, go to this park and gardens, and I feel like this city is suits me, and maybe I hope I suits like for this city. So yeah, Bath is completely perfect for me. I'm really glad I can have this chance to live here in the city. Marla, what support have you had from the H4U team at the council?
Well, the H4U team were involved once we spoke and thought that maybe it would be a good connection. And so I filled in the paperwork while you were filling in your paperwork. And they contacted me right away when your visa application, when your application went in for the Homes for the Ukraine program. And somebody was here within a day to check the house and tell me what I needed to do and what I needed to figure out. So they've been very supportive and very, very quick to help. And of course, when you contacted me because you were at the airport, And you were just sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting for the border people to let you come through, and you were so worried about missing your bus and things. Once I reached them, they were very, very quick to help to make sure that they knew that all of your information was complete and that there was no reason to be holding you at the airport. So they've been really, and also they've been helpful with answering your questions. So I had somewhere that I could say, well, why don't you ask about this? And giving you a little bit of support at the beginning, you know, just to get started and get all your paperwork right. So that's been really invaluable.
I remember this time in the airport.
What are your next steps?
My next step, you know, it's hard to say it now because, yeah, I want to build here like a good life for myself and have a nice job and have a nice place to live, you know, have maybe a circle, close people around, and so yes, this is my like one big step, build a nice life here like I have before in Ukraine, so I want to have the same here. Like because for 3 years it's been my new home and my new country. So I have one question. Marla, what would you say to someone thinking about hosting?
Well, I think the important thing is to find out something about each other and to spend some time talking to each other. Maybe it's good not to rush too much. I mean, I think some people have managed. They've like talked just a little bit and immediately someone has come and it's been absolutely fine. But I think it was surprising how when you arrived, we found there were so many things that we had in common that we didn't even know about, even having talked for like 3 months, like listening to the same kind of music and things like this, which was really, really nice. So I think it's good to have some kind of connection and communication before, and also to ask some difficult questions like, oh, will you be okay in a house that has cats, or a house, you know, to be honest about what you need, so that you don't come to a place and then find that maybe it feels safer, but still there are things to worry about. You want to have a good fit. So I think that's the most important thing is, well, Ina, you've said it to me. You've said sometimes you meet people from the Ukraine, and you say just because we're from the same country does not mean that we're the same.
Yeah.
And so I think it's the same with host families and looking for someone to live with them. You're looking for someone that will fit in to your environment, and you will both be comfortable. Tell me about your relationship with your host, or that's me.
I think I have a good relationship. You have been my first friend here in this country, in this city, and in the beginning, when I only moved here, you tried to spend with me a lot of your free time, and you know, try to talk with me, even maybe if you notice like it's hard for me to talk because my speaking not so good, and but you always ask me a question, and yeah, so like you can you're my first friend here who really helped me, and I see like you really want to help me.
And in many ways, since you came, you acted like we were family.
Yeah.
So you always tried to help and recognize if something needed to be done. So I didn't always have to say, oh, Ina, could you help with this? You would say, oh, can I help with this? And so that also, it hasn't just been me. I think it's been you were accustomed to living at home with your mother, and you've always been just tried to be helpful and do the things you would do if you were in your own home, and that's been really valuable, I think.
Yes. It's nice we find each other.